everyone. There's already one in the chat. Can someone say hello? Hi guys, how's everyone? Well, tonight, guys, I am super excited and super stoked. We have John Ozura joining us tonight. John, I am so over the moon to have you.
Oh my goodness! No, the honor, the privilege is mine. Thank you for asking for me to come on. Let me tell you, it's been quite some time since I've had the a date like this.
Well, we'll make sure it's the night of your life, John.
I'm gonna hold you to that. I'm gonna hold you to that.
Oh, you'll make me blush, John. You'll make me blush.
Oh
So,
my goodness!
so
No.
how's everyone been?
All right, me, I've been fine. I've had my day off today, but it's not really a day off because I've pottered, as you do at home, pottering round and doing everything. But yeah, I'm in a good mood. I'm in a good place. I'm
Awesome.
You're good. All right.
Yeah.
Willa, what about yourself? How are you doing?
I'm absolutely fine. I've been really excited about this show all week. It's been on the tip of my tongue. I've been like, when's Thursday coming? Is Thursday here? Because I haven't spoke to you in a long time, so I thought, why not ask you on since I haven't seen you for a long time?
Yeah, it's been quite some time.
It has been some time. So, John, do you want to tell everybody who you are and what you do?
Well, there's not much to say. I'm just a simple guy that does very simple things. That's pretty much it. Hello. You're going like, oh my God, he's such a boring guy. My name is John Ozura, and I'm an actor. I'm in films. Most of the films I'm in are action films. So I'm also a fight choreographer. I'm a stuntman. I'm a master martial artist. I've been in martial arts for 43 years of my life.
Oh wow!
Yes. I'm an old ancient man in martial arts. That's what I am.
Well, you don't look it, John. Carry on.
Oh wow!
You're very sweet. They try to keep me looking as young as possible for these films.
I was actually going to say, John, what is your secret? You have to send me your how you look so young.
You're very sweet. That's very kind. It's good lighting. Good lighting helps out a lot. So and having a good makeup artist always helps. That always helps. Yeah. It's great. It's a wonderful pursuit. I think anybody that does what we do, because I think if you have a podcast or somebody's pursuing a life in the entertainment industry where they subject themselves to being in the public eye and criticized. And believe me, oh my goodness, it could be cruel. It's a cruel, very straightforward, unforgiving sort of pursuit because they will tear you apart. They criticize every part of you. They criticize your looks, your height, your talent, your ability to or not to. I mean, they just kill you. They do.
I must admit, right? I found John, right. It's different when you're doing podcasting and you're only doing it on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, or whatever. It's totally different. But I could never do what you do out in the main media and the confidence and, as you say, they're in every part of your life. You can't go to the toilet without them knowing. You can't do this, you can't do it. How do you cope with that, John? Like, how do you keep it all out?
It's a challenge. It's always a challenge, but I think I feel very, very privileged to be in a pursuit where my passions lie. It's very, very hard to make a living out of something that you're truly passionate about. And I've been so fortunate that I've had the opportunity to do that with both martial arts as well as acting. But believe me, I've been told to quit the job. I've been told, just quit, forget it. You're not going to go anywhere with this. We don't want you. They go down a list of the reasons why. Just quit the business because you're not going to go anywhere with this. And I've been told that many times.
I can't. Do you know what? I couldn't imagine them saying that to you, John, because I think to myself, you've got such, and this is not me just saying this, John, but you've got such a beautiful nature that you'd think, why would somebody be so horrible to turn around and say that to somebody who's got such a beautiful personality?
And I appreciate you saying that. Thank you so much for saying that. When you live life as long as I have, you go through events in your life that you have no control over, and a lot of it is loss. It's a loss of loved ones. It's a loss of innocence. It's a loss of and it takes you different directions. So the benefit of that is that for every project that I do, I'm able to use a lot of what I've experienced in life into the characters. So you always bring with you times of sorrow, times of that you were angry, times that you were in love, things of that sort. You bring that with you, and you bring it into the scene, and you make it as real as possible. And let me share a quick story with you. A little bit ago. So a little bit ago, there was an opportunity for me to possibly be represented by Keanu Reeves' manager. So
I love him.
So I was presented. So, and they said, hey, take a look at this guy. He's got this background. He's done several projects. Would you consider representing this guy? And this was his response. Why would I waste my time with somebody that's not going to make me money?
I'll
tell him to do himself a favor. Quit the business because he's never going to get anywhere with this. So that happened. And you take it with a grain of salt, and you kind of go, okay, because you could always work on acting. You could always work in just being better. But for myself, I'm not tall, so I'm not going to play a 6'4" blonde hair, blue-eyed Viking. That's I'm just not. I don't care how great of an actor I might be. That's not going to happen.
That's unless they put you in stilts, John. Then you'll be about 7 foot or something. So, but I'll quickly go into the comments. Just quickly, sorry. Hi, Julianne. Hi, Noreen.
Hello.
Hi, Jacqueline. Hi, Irene. Hey, Tracy. Hey, Terry. Hey, Joe. Oh, Nick's going to join us.
Yeah.
Hey, Robert. Irene says, John, you would have fun here in Japan, but martial arts are not popular here anymore. As Kendo is more popular here, sword fighting. Scott says, evening. Hi, Scott. Evening, peeps. Just popping in to say hi. Just back from London. Totally buggered. Have a good one, brother. John, my handsome friend. I'll drop you a nail over the weekend. We'll see you next week. Oh, by the way, have a shave. Laura says, hi, Laura. Great big time. Hello to the lovely John. Lovely to see you again. Hello to lovely Will and Robert says, I did martial arts for one night, got the stuff and knocked out me, never went again. Irene says, because you need a license to walk around if you know martial arts, because your body's a weapon. Hi, Tom. And Robert says, there's also CGI. Hey, did get the link for today. Well, you're more than welcome to join, Joe. But definitely, sorry, John, what were you saying, my love?
Yeah, I'm so glad that so many people are tuning in and being a part of this. And so the go around on this was 2 years after that happened, where Cameron's manager turned me down. I got a call from my manager, my present manager, and she goes, hey, John, I got a role for you. It's a big movie, but it's a small part. Are you interested? And I said, of course, absolutely 100%. I'm in. She goes, okay, we'll send you the script, get it down, be ready by then. This is your call time. And I asked, I said, what's the name of the project? She goes, I can't tell you. I can't tell you the name of the project. I said, well, how do I know what the project is about?
Yep.
She goes, all I can tell you that is under a code name called Project Ice Cream. I'm thinking to myself, okay, all right.
You must have been scared. You must have been scared, John. You must have been scared because you must have thought to yourself, am I going to be playing an ice cream man?
Exactly. I'm scooping ice cream. 2 scoops or 1, sir. Okay, great. There we go.
Nuts, please.
So I show up on set, and there's a big process. It's a pretty big production. There's base camp where all the actors, you have to fill out the paperwork. Then you're transported to a holding area, which is like your green room, and then you go on set, which is where the cameras are and all the other stuff. So they say, hey, John, we need you now to go on set. Yeah. And I'm rehearsing my lines with somebody who's helping me out, but I have no idea who I'm doing the lines with. And so up comes Keanu Reeves. He walks right up to me, and it goes, John, hey, really nice to meet you. It's going to be good working with you. And I'm thinking to myself,
John, I am desperate to ask you a question. Is Keanu Reeves as nice as what people will say about him? He's dead friendly. He's like yourself, dead friendly, dead down to earth.
He's an evil guy.
Don't kill my thoughts, Lionel.
No, he is everything that he has a reputation of being. He is very kind. He greets everybody. Like, he'll go to every actor and say hello. And he says it like, hello, my name is Keanu. It's nice to meet you. Like, nobody knows who he is. So, you're there, and he's. So we're doing a film where we have dialogue, and he's like right next to me, and so you're going through the process of being professional because you got to be professional, but at the same time, inside you're kind of going, I can't believe I'm actually with this actor. So it just is that kind of come around big full circle that happens where his manager totally refused me, and now I'm working with his client. So those things happen, and but no, these guys, Keanu Reeves is a class act. He's very shy.
Oh, bless him.
But when he's enthusiastic about something, like he loves talking about it, and he's like, you can tell that he's like a kid. He this and that and the other. He loves to talk about certain subjects, and the whole. So we would chat in between takes, and then obviously get ready to do the scene. But great guy, just great guy, just really nice man.
John, how did you get into all of this acting business?
Oh my goodness!
How did it start for you?
Well, sweetheart, like you and I discussed, when somebody had to immediately exit. I don't want to say it. I don't want to say
it. Do you know what it was? I was going to the bathroom to say to myself, Bears, be good. Don't go off track. Be a good girl. Don't be bad.
But while Willow was gone, so Lynn, she brought up Bruce Lee.
Yeah,
I love Bruce Lee.
And that was it for me. I remember when I was a child, and my parents took my brother and I to a drive-in theater. And we had seen like a Clint Eastwood spaghetti western.
Yeah.
So we're leaving. We're leaving the drive-in, and they have multiple screens, so it's not just one screen. So my brother and I are in the back, and I'm looking at the back window, and I'm looking at all the other screens, and I'm seeing this guy flying through the air, doing all these movements and kicks, and he's. I'm going, wow, what is that? Yeah. And I go to my mom. I go, I want to see that. That's what I want to see. And sure enough, my parents take me to see every Bruce Lee movie. And it changed my life. It changed my life. From that point on, I knew that I wanted to pursue martial arts, and I knew that I wanted to portray martial arts in film. It just the two things that were connected together.
Yeah.
And that's kind of how it started. So at age, I think I was like 6 or 7 years old. Yeah. So from that age on, it just made such an impression in my life, because I think a lot of people don't know that Bruce Lee was an actor before he was even a martial artist.
Yeah.
So
there's a lot to the man, isn't there? There's a lot to him. Yeah.
There is. And he's one of those rare individuals, and you can go to like Elvis Presley, like Michael Jackson, you can go down the list where it didn't matter where the person came from. It didn't matter what they looked like. It made the world kind of colorblind. You just wanted to be a part of that.
Yeah.
Because there was such charisma, and there was such the ability, and his physique, and his good-looking guy, and geez, when you have it all, you have it all. I mean, geez, that's
Do you know for me, quite honestly, what inspired me wasn't just only Bruce Lee. For me, it was also watching Jean-Claude Van Damme when I watched Kickboxer, and I was watching him do the spin kicks, and I was like, I would really, really love to do this. I would really, really love to try it. And I can remember, like, my dad saying to me, "Are you sure?" And I'm like, yeah, I really, really want to go. And do you know what? I found it the most therapeutic. I felt like I was in therapy, and it was great. And the release when after you do a few rounds in the gym and you're doing spin kicks and you get carried away. I don't know about you, John, but I used to get dead carried away with it because I can always remember doing Taekwondo.
Yeah.
And we were doing like this sort of game. It was like basically see who you can get. And I'll never forget this, John. Honest to God, right hand up to God. When I ran up, I jumped up in a spin kick, but I didn't realise that I got the black belt teacher. And I've never been so petrified in my life because it was like, I'm only white belt, she's black belt, she's got to kick me up and down the hall. I'm like, oh, here's Tom. Here's Tom. Tom, this is John. John, this is Tom.
Tom, we've been waiting for you.
I know. Everybody always
no show without you.
I know.
Tom,
don't give him
being on time, because there was one time in the movie Venom. I was in Venom 1.
Love Venom.
Yeah, Venom 1, Venom 2. I was late. Tom, I'm talking to you. Tom, I'm talking to you.
I was reaching for my prop that I always had. So.
no, Tom.
Oh, there's my friend.
It's good to see you, Tom. How are you doing, my friend?
I'm doing good. Now that the workday is done and I am home. And
where's home?
Home, Philadelphia.
My goodness, hopefully one of these days I will visit your beautiful, beautiful area over there. I would love that.
It's quite interesting.
Yeah. So, now let me ask you: is Philadelphia at all affected by the hurricane?
Oh no,
okay.
No. We barely got any rain at all. Really.
Wow.
We were supposed to get a lot more, but we didn't. So.
Wow.
Thank God.
I'm just going to quickly get in the comments. The link's in the chat, Joe. I'll resend it for MD who wants to come in.
I looked in there.
Hi, Irene. Scott says, meant to say, John, we fixed the light bulb problem. We'll have a good show. we're good, Richard. Yike. Robert says, Nick Tom's on next time. To be fair, it's my fault with the link. So what I'll do is
I programmed this, isn't it?
I know. It's like,
I was on Scott. I love Scott. He's great. But we were on a show, and here in California, it's light, so you can see the sunlight right now. But it was dark, so his room was really dark, and his monitor was shining on his face, and he looked like a light bulb. But a very handsome light bulb. But
I was actually going to say, Tom, you look awful like you've been.
I think it's just the light. Like it's the lighting right now.
You look sweaty.
With the sun coming in and everything like that, like you see the sunshine on the side of my face there.
Oh my God!
No, he's got good moisturizer.
I'm normally.
So John, you were saying.
I'm white. I'm not red. It's just the light.
John, you were saying you were in Venom and Venom 2. Now, I've got to say, I really, really love those films. I think they're brilliant. What did you do in Venom?
So Venom 1, I played prison guard Johnson. That was my character name. And they kind of cut it short from the final, but I was the prison guard that escorted Tom Hardy from into death row inside the prison. So we had a brief dialogue, and then I escorted him inside the prison. So that was basically.
I am going to, after this live, folks, I'm going to watch Venom just so that I can see John.
But so it was funny because Tom Hardy, so we actually filmed inside San Quentin prison, which is a notorious prison. It's housed some very infamous prisoners. Exactly. Manson. I mean, you can go down the list of all the famous, infamous prisoners.
Yeah.
So we're actually there. And so we're inside. We're protected. Yeah. But I got my prison guard outfit. And I remember and we're among the inmates. So the inmates are around us. So I one of the inmates comes right up to me. He comes right up to me. And he's looking at me. He's looking at me up and down, and he's looking at my name tag because my name tag says Johnson on it. And he goes, "Hey, so what are you?" He goes, "You an actor or you guard?" And I was straight with him. I said, "Well, what do you think? I mean, what do you think?" So I love that. Good job. Good job. I love that. So he looks at me and he looks at my tag. Looks at me, looks at my tag, and he goes, "You know what? You're an actor, because let me tell you, you're no Johnson. I'll tell you that." So I said, "You're right. You're right. I'm an actor." So
Tom Hardy.
But it's funny. Tom Hardy. He gets next to me. He goes, hey, bloke, I'm not feeling good about this. I'm feeling uneasy. I mean, I feel like these guys can just attack me right now. I said, "You know what? Just stay next to me. We'll be okay." And I asked. So there was a prison guard, a real one, that was assigned to us. So I said, "Hey, what are these guys in for?" And he goes, "Murder, murder, murder. Yeah, they're all murder."
So you had nothing to worry about. You had Venom there. I mean,
exactly.
So wait a minute, John. You actually was filming in a real prison?
Yeah. So they were very authentic about this. We were inside a real prison, among the inmates. The inmates are all around us, and they're all murderers. So some bad people go to that prison, and it was a 1-day shoot that we did inside the prison, and it was like 12 hours inside there, and they, they gave us like a little tour of the actual cells. It's like a bird cage. You go in, and it's like a bird cage. You have this cage that's 5 stories high, and each cell is really small. And they were like the cell. So Tom, cell sizes are 4x9s.
Wow.
So just enough for like a little bunk and a little space in between, and that's where they're at. And or Death Row is even tighter. It's even smaller. So I just wow. I was blown away by just the conditions, and it was crazy.
Yeah, the prison I've ever been in was Alcatraz, so it's. I was there for a tour late at night. You know.
So
what?
What did you do, Tom?
I murdered the Birdman of Alcatraz, and they had a little powwow, and they put. Actually, I did get locked in solitary confinement while I was there.
Oh, really?
The prison guard thought it would be a funny joke to put his foot on the door. I almost broke his foot.
Exactly right.
But oh my God, John, I can't believe that. Yeah, but then I suppose to do a scene like that, you've got to have somewhere that's got to be really realistic, in a sense.
Yeah. I mean, absolutely. I mean, it's funny because when you do this, you find yourself. This is funny because when you do something that you've never done before, because I've never been a prison guard, I've never been locked up. You have to draw from other sources to play it and make it real and make it authentic, and but it's funny when you're there, you just kind of absorb what's happening, and you just make it a part of what you're doing, because you watch people, you're watching the other guards and how they compose themselves, and they got the machine guns, they're ready to go. Like if anything happens, they're ready to do something about it. So you can feel the tension. But it was the funniest thing, because I had great conversations with the inmates, because when you go through that process of your life, the commodity is good behavior. So if you demonstrate good behavior, you get to use a computer, you get to read in the library, you get more privileges. So you get privileges that other prisoners won't get, as long as you're demonstrating good behavior. So that's your like commodity, that's your monetary source. And so when I'm talking to them, they've lived a life already, and they're sharing their wisdom with me, and I learn from that. I absorb it and I learn from it, and
it definitely know what not to do.
Exactly.
I'm just going to quickly go into comments. Robert says sunrise here in Queensland. Good morning, Robert. So Robert says, so you introduced class to Eddie, Cassie. Female to prison made by convicts, even smaller cells. I can understand. But oh my God, John, here's a question for you, John.
Mm-hmm.
If you had to have any actor in the world to work with, who would you work with?
That's a really good question. Yeah,
I was listening.
I have worked with so many talented actors. Some are very well known, and others are not as well known. And I always feel it a privilege, because when I'm on set, I'm a student. Most actors, when they're actually not actively doing a scene, they're like in a green room, and they're on their phone or they're chit-chatting, whatever. I don't do that. I actually stay just outside of the set, and I'm watching, observing the best actors out there and how they get ready for the scene. How everybody has their own little ritual. How they take instruction from the director. And I'm learning, and believe me, I'm taking notes. So for me, even though I was hired to do something, for me, it's like I'm in school. So in answer to your question, I mean, the cliche thing to say would be, like Robert De Niro, Joe Pesci. A lot of people think that I have an Italian background, so they say, "Oh, you'd be a great gangster." I would love to be in a gangster movie. I would love to be in a gangster movie. I would love to be right next to Joe Pesci and just him chewing me out and saying, you know me, you listen, I'm gonna get you that. You know, I would love to be on the receiving end of that.
You hear what he said, Bobby? I heard.
Exactly. Yeah, I heard. Yeah, exactly.
John, can I ask you? Do you have any hobbies to get yourself away from all that stress?
Again, I've been a martial artist for 43 years. It's very present in my everyday life. Right. So anything, it has seen me through the most extreme events in my life. And, from a very young age, I've experienced loss in many different forms. Just not to get too personal, but I've lost my best friend through an accident. He lost his life. I'm so sorry, John. I've lost my father, through suicide. He took his life. I've lost a daughter. And
I'm so sorry, John.
So you go through this process of life where
John, see when you've just said that, you've actually triggered a memory for me. When we did the show with Scott, you triggered a memory there, because if my mind serves me to be right, I'm sure we had a conversation, and it was one of the most things that I admired about you, John, was it, were we not talking about that if you see people that are ready to jump for whatever, for a bridge or whatever, you go and speak them down?
Yeah, so what I used to do, I dedicate a lot of time. I used to walk the Golden Gate Bridge from
that was it.
Back and forth.
Never do that.
And that's what Willow's talking about. And I would discourage people from hurting themselves. I was shocked at how many people I came across that were considering jumping over the bridge. Now, for those that don't know, I mean, jumping off the bridge you're over 200 feet high. So when you're hitting the waters, it's like hitting concrete.
Yeah.
Wow.
And the very first young lady that I talked down, she was a beautiful young lady. She had to be maybe late teens to early 20s. She was typically, what they do is they'll leave a note and their cell phone on the walkway, and then they jump. And she had a note, and I was close to her, and I said, "Hey, sweetheart, are you okay? Is everything okay?" And she didn't answer me. She didn't even respond. And I kept bugging her. I said, "Hey, if you need to talk, please let me know. I'm here. And my wife was with me too, because I didn't want her to feel that I was trying to approach her in a wrong way. So my wife was with me at the time, so that way she felt safe. And so I approached her, and finally she looked at me and she goes, "Don't worry, I'm not going to jump." And I said, "Can we take a walk? And you can talk to me about whatever you want to talk to me about." So we did, and I walked her off the bridge.
Wow.
And there's an area of the bridge where there's like a mesh netting that they can't jump over when you reach towards the end of it. And from that point on, I just continued to walk back and forth. And there was one guy that I literally had to run and tackle him down to the ground, because he just did a dead sprint and he was about to go over. And I just grabbed him. And he fought me. Because he wanted to go over so bad. And he fought me. He struggled. It was a struggle. So I just maintained him. I held him. I said, "It's going to be okay. It's going to be all right. Just believe me. It's going to be all right. Just stay with me. And what happens is there's cameras everywhere. So they'll have somebody that who's coming in? Who is this?
That's Pickle Nick.
Hi there.
How are you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I like your voice. You got
you should wait till you hear his laugh. I'm telling you.
Yeah,
This guy's got
I
an
get
awesome
that a lot,
laugh.
though. Trust me.
yeah, I like that. That's I could use that voice in a movie.
You didn't say that to me.
I've
What the
done,
hell's up with that?
I've done narration
Tom,
and audio
Tom,
books,
for you,
so yeah.
I'll use it when I'm being tortured.
Yeah, well, listen, you can always hear my voice whenever you want to. You see this little web address down here? This is my YouTube channel.
In fact, before we go any further, John, do you want to tell people about your upcoming movie with my favorite?
Hey, so guys, thank you for bringing that up. I do have a new movie coming out. The movie is called The Bouncer. I do play the lead role in this one. I play a character that gets into trouble. You know, he has this affinity for saving women that are being mistreated and abused. So what happened? He intervened in a situation where a guy was beating up on a lady. He intervened, and he, in the process of protecting her, he killed him. So he killed this guy. So he's running away. So he moves to Romania to start a new life. And we filmed this in Romania.
Wow.
And of course, you know, trouble ensues again, and I find myself getting in trouble again, and because I'm trying to save some young lady, and all of a sudden the Russian mob is after me. So that's essentially that. So there's a lot of action. It's filmed in Bucharest, Romania.
Wow.
Which was a wonderful experience. It also stars Costas Mandylor of Saw fame.
I really love guys. What I'll do is, if John's more than happy for me today, I could bang on the trailer for you.
Yeah, yeah. Well. Let me give you the kind of the background. So it does come out August 15th. Right. Domestically. So internationally, now it comes out like States and Canada August 15th. And every like Hulu, Amazon Prime, you can go down the list. You can actually buy a physical copy through Walmart in the States. Is there like a Walmart anywhere else out of the United States? I don't think there's a Walmart.
No,
yeah.
No, I think that's just an American company.
I think so.
I thought originally they were also in Canada, but now I found out that I think they're just here in the United States. Maybe the territories, but that's pretty much it.
Yeah, exactly. So, so internationally, it comes out a little bit later, and I'll have the exact dates pretty soon. But yeah, we're really excited about this. It stars Costas Mandylor, Nick Turturro. Nick Turturro is from NYPD Blues.
I can remember that program.
Yeah, he's done a bunch of movies. He is like the real life Joe Pesci. Because so the way he's so absolutely energetic and he can't stop from talking. So we'll do a scene together, and he plays a straight character. He plays a doctor, and you know he comes to, you know, he goes, you know, hey John, you know, my character name is Frank Sharp. You know, so he goes, you know, Mr. Sharp, you know, I got to tell you that your mom's, you know, has to go through these surgery. You know, so he's playing a straight character. In between takes, he's going, I can't believe, you know, the New York Yankees, they're blowing it, man. They're blowing it. And then, okay, guys, we got an action. So, Mr. Sharp, we have to like really, you know.
I would totally lose it if he went from one to the other. I would laugh every time.
We're dying. So, and a young actress out of not Romania. She is from. Oh my goodness, I'm forgetting what country she is from. Oh, Bulgaria. She looks exactly like. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, she does.
Yeah. How can I forget her name? Maleficent. Who played Maleficent?
Angelina Jolie.
Angelina Jolie. Yeah, there you go. So she looks like a young version of Angelina Jolie. I mean, but spot on. She's like spot on.
Yeah.
I'm worried about how I knew that, though. I've never seen the movie.
Yeah,
I'm worried how you know that, you stalker.
Yeah, so now, Willow, I have a question to ask you. How did you get such a beautiful name?
John.
Willow. Such a beautiful name.
Right. I'll tell you, I've got a wee bit of a confession, John, right? Willow's not really my name. Willow's my podcasting name.
Really?
Right? Yeah, but 90% of people now call me Willow. So I've just kept it like that because no many people call me Lo anymore. And I spend a lot. Well, you do, Nick, but there's a lot of other people that don't, and they start calling me Willow. So I've just grown it. So it's just like automatically I just put it up because it was so funny. We were on a podcast.
I like it. I like it.
Last week. Thank you very much. We were on a podcast last week, and it was so funny. I showed up. Lynn was there. Wayne was there. We were waiting on Nick. And Jen said to me, she was like that, I'm just waiting on Lo and Nick. And I went, I am Lo. I said, Willow is my podcasting account. I says, but Lo is my personal account. Yeah. Oh, she looked dead confused and she's looking at me, looking at a bit of paper. I said, seriously? Straight up? But I just use Willow as really because you know what it's like, John. See when you've got Facebook accounts, and obviously Facebook's the biggest pain in the ass for when you're posting stuff. So I have my personal account, even though like most of the population's on it. But I thought I need a podcasting account where I keep everything. I keep all my podcasts. I keep all the advertisements. I keep all the. If people want to advertise on my profile, please feel free, as long as it's not any naked pictures. I don't care. But
yeah, I like it. I like it. So Tom, such a beautiful name, Tom. How'd you get that one?
I got it from my dad, and then I gave it to my son.
Oh my goodness.
Nick,
the legacy continues. That's great.
How did you get your name?
Well, I mean, I got the most common name in the world.
Well, I got the second most, you know.
Actually, it's funny because my professional name is different than my real name.
Is it? Really?
Yeah. So I'm a SAG union actor, and you have to proclaim your name. So somehow, some way, my real name, John Ozura, is taken. So I couldn't use my real name.
So what do you go on? So what do you go on?
You have to come up with another name. So I came up with John Rubio. Rubio is my father's last name. So I just used my father's last name. My father's last name. Yeah. So my grandfather's last name, and so I just used that, and I
always wonder why everybody changes their name when they become It's like I would if I ever became an actor, it's going to be Tom Nally because I want everybody to know. Yeah, that's that guy I knew when I was a kid.
Tom, it's gonna be Pickle Tom. You know that.
Well, you know, I can't help it.
Pickle.
But I mean, I did get to know one person in the acting world, and she only ever did one thing, but it was a big thing. The girl, her name is Rochelle Davis. She played the young girl in The Crow with Brandon Lee.
Oh yeah.
Oh wow.
She was a friend of mine for quite some time. I don't know why she seems to block me out of her life now for whatever reason. I don't know, but we were good friends for a while.
I know why. I think I know.
No, you don't. Tom, have you been a very naughty boy?
No, I was a very good friend with her. I'm not, you know, I mean, we talked a lot, but I think It was more that she wanted to have friends that could physically come hang out with her, and I really couldn't because I was taking care of Dad at the time and everything. So, but before that, we were good friends for at least like, I don't know, 12 years, I'd have to say. And when I first met her, like we met through MySpace, just to show how long ago that was.
Wow.
Oh my God, MySpace.
I found her on there, and I thought, I liked her poems and stuff that she put. I didn't know who she was. Yeah. And I just friended her on there, and we started talking. And then when I went to hang out with her the first time, she mentioned the movie a couple times. I said, "What are you talking about, the movie?" When it was just me and her. And she said, "You really don't know?" I said, "No." She said, "That's why I love you." And then she told me that she was in that movie. I said, "No way." I said, "I actually never really watched it." She said, "You should." I didn't believe her until I turned it on and I heard her voice, even though she was only like 13 years old in that. I said, "Oh my God, that's her."
Yeah.
And then when I saw her, I was like, wow, cool. That's really my friend? Really?
Oh my God.
She did change her name. Her real name is not Rochelle Davis. I mean, just to protect her, I won't say what her name is, but she still carries that. She does like podcasts and stuff like that.
Well, that's good. Let me tell you, it's a hard industry. It's not an easy industry. No,
she went through a lot. I mean, she watched Brandon Lee get shot.
Yeah.
Die.
Oh gosh, Lord.
At 13 years old.
Wow.
I've got to quickly get the comments, guys. Robert says, "I'd go for Christopher Reeve personally. Of course, when he's still with us." Hi, Craig. How you doing, my love?
Wow.
Nori says, "Both my granddads were called Tom and my grandson. And funny enough, my boy's called Tommy Lee." So,
nice. I've got a grandson called Tom. Yeah.
Well, as you guys know, my buddy, I go on a lot of my paranormal road trips with. His name's also Tom too.
So
You've seen him in the chat.
I swear, I can't escape any Toms. There's this like
No, you know what you're gonna have to.
I'm glad you're not in my family.
Right, Lois? You're gonna have to eventually watch Tom and Jerry then.
do you know what, guys? I'll make a little confession.
I was gonna say, wait, actually, better yet, before you do, watch that movie Tommy Boy with Chris Farley.
Yeah, there we go.
Do you know something, guys? I will admit that I may be a child at heart, because do you know what I love? Do you know what's great about having a younger person is that they're sitting watching something and you can kid on that you're not really watching it and you're getting tortured. But see, when it comes to Tom and Jerry, my eyes are firmly on that screen and no moving, because it's like, I actually love this. I love Tom and Jerry. I'm a big kid at heart.
I liked it up until I had a friend named Jerry. Then it wasn't.
Noreen says, "My grandson's wow." No way, Noreen. She's the same. Right, guys. What I'm going to quickly do is I'm going to quickly play the trailer, because I know that John's only got an hour. So what I'll do is I'll play the trailer for The Bouncer. Please, guys, check it out. It looks awesome. So, Nick, you'll be ever so proud of me. I can do it.
All right.
I'll do it.
You can do it.
Can you explain to me what the hell I just saw? Every week it's a new one, okay? If you stick around here long enough, you're gonna see that all the time, and you're gonna learn to look away.
Who are you, anyways?
Don't touch me.
For what?
Come on! Go home or go to the hospital. Your choice.
In Russia, you kill nothing.
Shoot him!
My gun's jammed!
I give you good life. This is how you repay me.
It's not going to end well. Do you know how to drive?
No!
I actually love it.
You know nothing about life.
She's gonna need an operation as soon as possible.
How do they keep finding us?
It's a helicopter.
Shoot!
But no trouble when I see it.
His name's Kane. Ask anybody around here. He's into everything.
You cannot run forever. Already did.
She does resemble.
Really cool.
She does resemble Angelina Jolie. I will say.
She does.
And Nick, how proud are you of me doing it myself?
You did it. You got it.
See?
That was fantastic. It was flawless. That was the best. It was the best part of the trailer is the transition. That was good.
Yeah.
You know, it's not every day we really get to show, like, in this case, trailers like this very often. So
Do you know what, guys? This is and I'm not just saying this, but this is a very big show for the Mythical Carousel show because we've never had MD on like yourself, John. So
that's fine. Thank you.
Do you know what? That for me, this is a big thing, because it's like, oh wow, and I was dead. I was a wee bit nervous, but then I remembered I've worked with you before, so just treat it like we're 1-to-1. But Nori says it looks amazing.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.
Listen, Nick, honestly, don't worry. It's fine. I'm just glad that you and Tom are here.
It's been a crazy past 3 days. Even right now, I'm still kind of working on. I've been putting Halloween decorations up like crazy.
Oh, I could imagine.
Yeah, that's what you guys are seeing right now. This is not all the lights, by the way. You're just seeing a small portion of it. So I just got
his entire basement every holiday.
Doing everything all at once today.
That's
great. I bought a new hat for Halloween and new gloves.
Yeah.
Because I am the Lady of the Woods and I on Halloween.
Oh, wait,
looks
Robert,
like, I mean,
Robert,
I'll show it to you guys eventually. It literally looks like a horror
guy.
It literally looks like a horror theme park right now. All these lights and stuff. It's
it looks good. I like it.
If you give me 2 minutes, Robert, I'll send you the link. Robert wants to pop in as well.
Allow me, Lois. I got it.
All right.
You got it. Thanks very much, because that you can send it to him. Thanks, guys. Cause I had known, Robert, you would have wanted on for the beginning. I would have sent you, honey. So sorry.
What part of the world do you live in, John?
I'm sorry, sir.
What part of the world do you live in?
I live in very sunny, very hot California right now.
Okay.
Yeah, it is 100 degrees right now. We're going through a heat wave. In fall, we're going through a heat wave, and it's been about 100 degrees almost every single day. So it's been crazy.
Wow.
Hi, Robert. Robert, this is John. John, this is Robert.
Hey, John. All the way from Australia.
Australia.
You got the whole world represented.
Yeah, I love it. I love it.
Yeah. Noreen says, my late partner would have loved it. He loved action movies, especially anything with martial arts.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. You know, anything I can do to give you more, I'll definitely do it.
I'm just going to say real quick, John, it's funny since you said it's like 100 degrees over there because where I live in Chicago. So it's like, it's kind of a complete weather.
Oh, yeah.
Different temperature difference over here because like earlier this morning, it was like 50 degrees. So it's
this morning
cool over here.
This morning was cool here, but it got. I was sweating out there today working at the park, so it got.
Well, I've been sweating too, but that's again putting up lights and decorations. That's a different.
Well, it's because you're wearing long sleeves, silly.
Well, no, actually, I've even been working on stuff in my pajamas, and I'm still, and I was still sweating because it was a lot of physical work.
Robert, obviously you've just joined, honey, and it's nice to have you. You got any questions for John that you want to ask?
No. No, zero. Nothing. Nothing. I got a question for you. One is good to meet you. You're a handsome young man.
Also, something you didn't say to me.
Well, Tom, Tom, you and I, we got a past. We got a past. We got things that happen and stuff like that. We got some unresolved issues here, buddy. We got some unresolved issues. So.
Yeah, come on, Tom.
That's right. Come on.
Oh my God, John, you're welcome to the madhouse.
I love it. Willow, I do need to leave right now, and I apologize.
No. What I'll say is quickly. Well, if the rest of the guys, if you want to stay on, we could do another wee bit. That's absolutely brilliant. What I'll say is, guys, first of all, I really, really want to thank John for coming in. John, it's been an absolute pleasure, and we definitely 1,000,000% need to get you back because there's so much more that we need to discuss.
No,
but thank you very much for honey.
Thank you so much for having me because it's always I love reaching out to people and just chatting about whatever. It doesn't even matter what it is, just because I love the way the conversations just kind of twist and turn and they go in different directions.
Believe me,
it makes it real. It makes it very real.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
We definitely got to get you back because I've never even really said this, but we can definitely save it for another time. I've actually worked in films myself, so I've had some of that experience. I mean, more on the directing case, but I have I have had some acting in the past, so we'll definitely have to talk more about that, like when we have you back, because I can share that experience.
Yeah, we'll definitely do that because there's so many stories out there. There's so many stories of ups, downs, and just crazy stuff that happens even on set. Preparation for it, and and when you're actually there.
In fact, John, what I'll do is I've got an idea that's brewing in my head.
Okay.
And I'll right cheeky. What I'll do is obviously I'll message you. I'm trying to get you into the dungeon. Is in come on more often.
I said didn't I?
But John, thank you so much. It's been a pleasure. Much love to you.
Yeah. Thank you so much for this opportunity. It's wonderful to meet all your wonderful people. And take care. You guys have a
bye, John. Bye, sweetheart. Bye, John.
I was totally waiting for him to say, "You're all wonderful people, even you, Tom."
Well, I'm more than happy.
Hello.
Hi, Robert. I'm more than happy to still do the show. If you guys have still got some energy left in the tank.
I still got to be working on this, but I could still talk though while I'm doing so because I actually do need to sit down for a couple minutes anyway because I need a break.
Are you standing?
I've been working on these decorations and Halloween. I mean, as great as they look, you have to remember it was a lot of physical work that was put into this. So
I heard that, Mr. Tom.
I definitely need a break.
Robert,
you're the newest fan on. How are you?
Oh, there's a few things there that the whole lot don't know about.
Let us all know, for the viewers who don't know. Tell us all about you so we can find out.
Well, I'm into gemstones. I do cutting and polishing of them.
Lovely.
From a couple of people I know overseas in the US, they call me the human MRI because I can.
Never heard about that before.
I know, that's what I said. If I focus on somebody's name in the chat room or if they're on a podcast like this, I can usually get a feeling about them, like if they're in pain or anything like that, like where the pain is, I can locate it. Usually give them a heads up on what it could be, and as always, I say I'm not a doctor, but go see one to get it verified.
You're picking up on people's energies because you're working with energy, aren't you, with the stones?
Yeah, I am,
Yeah.
He's not a doctor, but he plays one on the internet.
Right, be like, I'm going to quickly get into chat to catch up. Oh, that's Robert.
What's up,
Right, Joe says, lost my little cousin. Oh, bless you. Thinking recently, severely autistic, and she was only 19 and just finished HS.
Sorry, Joe.
And then she only found out this morning. Oh, God love you, Joe. God love you. Your thoughts are with you, sweetheart. But I mean, honestly, I'm still overwhelmed at the fact that we had John. See that, Tom? I'm coming down to see you, Tom. Don't make me come down there for you.
Yeah. Wiggle top.
But I'm just so overwhelmed. Oh my.
Oh, there's David Moody. What's up, David?
Oh, hey, David. Guys, I'm working with David with franchising the Royal Wolf Whisperers. Please go and check them out. David is brilliant, so is Adrian. Oh my God, I'm so sorry, Dave. Get distracted. So go and check them out, guys. They are doing a tour in Ireland in 2026. I am so buzzing for this. It's unreal. Secret Island tours. What I will do is I'll put the link in the chat, guys. Please, if you want to go, by all means, book up. But Tom, this is why I put my hand down the screen so that I don't see you. Because I can't do series.
I didn't even notice.
Oh, in fact, guys, May is in from Secret Island Tours. She does the Secret Island Tours, so please, guys, come and check it out. It is fun. It will be exciting. I am so buzzing for it. May did tell me there is a couple of spaces. Now, May can quote me if I'm right or wrong. For this October, Tom, the next thing you know, I'm doing this interview with my eyes shut. So the next thing you know, I'm going to kill you. I'm going to kill you. I am going to kill you.
Oh, wait.
Is he mocking my voice? Oh my God.
Hi there. How are you?
Hi, Dio.
I am doing nothing. Oh my God. Right, guys, I'm going to put up the comments. So May says, come with us, guys. It will be such fun. Definitely check out. David, I'm excited as well.
What the hell?
Joe says I should pop and Tom can have some real fun with faces. May says, hi, everyone. Hi, Cal. May says, I have a twin room available for our tour in a few weeks. If anybody wants to join us, they would need to contact me quickly. Guys, go and check out Secret Island Tours if you're interested. May, if you want to do, darling, is put obviously the link and your email address. That would be brilliant. Tom, you look so sexy.
That's right.
Tom, show me your chicken.
You just did.
David says he's sexy and he knows it. I'm right.
That's right, I am.
That's right.
Haha, that's right. Yeah. Come on, yeah, you know you like it.
Right, guys. If you're interested, there is May's email address, and they'll get the link. All right, guys. Oh my God, Tom, you kill me. Amanda says Nick looks like he's raving.
I know.
Hey, Amanda.
Just wait till you see, Amanda. Just wait till you see the rest of the house at some point.
Oh my God.
Oh, hey,
here
Joe.
We get another guest. Hey, Joe.
How are you? How are you doing?
Hello, Joe.
Who is your daddy and what does he do?
This show, Robert, honestly, this show is turning into chaos.
Well, Robert's not surprised because he's been through this. And also, you forgot to mention one other thing. Oh, God damn it, Joe. you forgot to mention one other thing about yourself. And also, you play golf with us, too.
Yes, I do.
Oh.
Yep. May says, does he have chicken pox?
You look closely.
No, but he's got a problem with his picker.
He has got a problem with
the program, yeah.
So, right. I just want to say I apologise to Jeremy York if my shows get cancelled. So, you get your thing with your mouth. What the hell? Willow, are you coming on the tour? Yes, David, I will be there, sweetheart. I will be there on the tour. I can't wait. May says, I'm laughing out loud. No wonder, May, when you got Tom and his cock, Joe and his black and white photo.
Okay, I gotta say, anyway, I'm gonna zoom in. I'm gonna zoom in real quick, and I know I've seen this before, but I want everyone to see a good look at this.
Oh.
Look at Joe's, like what Joe looks like.
Oh
That's
my
really
God.
cool, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Very
Jeez.
I'm a
Bombastic Joe.
Oh.
That's good.
Oh, God damn it. I am not going.
No, Daryl.
No, not commenting.
Oh my God.
Cyrano de Bergerac. Hmm.
Win, Tom.
Oh. May's like that. His cock. Aye, is his chicken. I keep calling his chicken his cock.
He's got a rather chicken eye.
That's amazing, Joe. I love that.
Oh my God. Do you know what, guys? Wait, I think Thursday's turning into Friday.
It seems to be.
And it seems to be interchanging back the way. Holy shit. But yeah, guys, we have had a good night.
Yeah.
Just quickly, guys. Tomorrow night we will be talking about poltergeists.
Okay.
So if you have any experience and had any experiences, please come and join us in the chat. It will be great.
I gotta find out what program that is. Well, that's cool. Look at that.
Thomas Neely, I am not looking at you.
Look at Joe.
It's not Space Ghost. Oh my God.
I love Joe. But I'm keeping my eyes off of Tom because Tom distracts me in no ends with everything that he does. So you're killing me here. Now you've told it's Tom. On Sunday I have the crime show 6 AM UK time.
Take the notice of.
May says, Tom, what the hell is wrong with you? He's losing it, mate.
Oh, he's got the Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Yeah, John's just gone to the Rocky Horror.
Yeah.
Joe has.
So,
if I could just say something real quick too, just before we end things. By the way, not to go on the serious side of things, but I think it's just worth bringing this up because I've been seeing this all online, like on Facebook and everywhere. Of course, also everyone, please, give your prayers and support also for those who have been hit by Hurricane Helene in North Carolina and Tennessee, because the damage. See, I thought for the longest time, I thought it was just Florida and southern Georgia that were going to be severely affected. We didn't realize that as bad as it was down in Florida and southern Georgia, it was even worse up in Asheville, North Carolina, and some other areas throughout the state. And Tennessee. We never saw it coming the least bit. So, definitely give your thoughts and prayers for support, because the damage there it's just unbelievable over there. We never expected any of this to occur, and it's gone as far north as Virginia. So, I know, of course, the American Red Cross, all those agencies are there. And if you guys are looking to help, and if you want to, you could reach out to, I'm sure they got pages up and phone numbers that are looking for volunteers. They're going to need all the help that they can get throughout the country and even some other parts of the world. So, but yeah, definitely give your thoughts and prayers for those who were affected by Helene in North Carolina and Tennessee.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Oh. I can't even remember what I was going to say.
I love your kiss faces. Very good.
Now you look like Tommy Chong, man.
Wish I had his money, though.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I wish I had my money, too.
Yeah. I know. You wish you had all your money.
I do, man.
On Sunday, guys, 6 a.m. UK time, I will be joined by Nina Moody. We will be talking about Richard Chase, the Vampire of Sacramento. Unfortunately, it got cancelled last week, but I definitely will be joined by her. The week after, I am going to be doing Ed Gein. I cannot wait to do Ed Gein. Because
I never even got to say, because, obviously, as you know, Lois, I watched when you first started. And I got to say, great job on the first episode, even though I wasn't able to watch a lot of it because it was, it was midnight over here. And, at that point I was kind of falling asleep. I did manage to watch for a couple minutes though, but fantastic job on your first show.
Thank you very much. It was dead nerve-wracking because obviously I was doing it myself and it's without you guys, and it's dead nerve-wracking. It's like, oh my god, am I going to be okay? Am I going to, what if I forget this? Blah 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 blah. But once I got into the swing of it, I'm not looking at you. Once I got into the swing of it, it was good. I got the rhythm and I started to go with it. And actually I was quite proud of what I achieved, considering I only did it for about 50 minutes, but it was kind of trying to get into it and obviously tell people, right, this is what the show's got to be about. So when people do watch the show, they do realise it's going to be very, very graphical. Some of the things that I'm going to be talking about are really, really may cause to be upset some viewers, but it's also to give the people the opportunity to say, well, I'll be talking about serial killers, I'll be talking about cold cases, I'll be talking about the unsolved, I'll do like specials like I'm doing the Craze Al Capone at some point. I will be talking about the some of the well-known ones, but I'll be also looking at the unknown ones as well.
I was just out by Ed Gein's property not too long ago.
Oh, how did you get on, Joe?
Huh?
How did you get on?
Talking to a pickle.
It's one of those ones.
I got pictures of his grave. I was actually in the cell he was locked in, because I was at that God damn it.
That was the county jail.
That county jail, but it got turned into a museum.
Yeah, I know which jail it is. I can't remember what the name of it is.
Darren was giving tours there way back when.
Okay.
And shit hit the fan, but we got to tour the museum anyway, so I was actually in the cell that they held Ed Gein in.
And how did that feel, Joe?
And I took pictures of his at his gravesite, but his headstone's missing, but he's buried like right between his brother and his parents. So there's an empty spot where his headstone used to be.
So
that goes wrong.
So Robert, I feel bad for you. because you've not really said anything, Robert.
That's okay.
Just pipe in and just say, Wishta, I want to talk. How's the new show going? In fact, everybody check out Robert and Nikki. Do you want to tell everybody about the show?
Yeah, I still have no idea what it's really going to be about, if it's going to be paranormal or if it's going to be something else, or just a mix of everything in between. But Nikki Cameron, she has a paranormal team down in Perth, and she's the one that's made me start it up. I'm just doing it as a co-host, and I have had in the past my own team, Small Town Paranormal Australia. That was when we were up in far North Queensland. And yeah, I've had quite a few experiences in the paranormal with that sort of thing. And Joe, that could be scary to a lot of people.
Joe would love. Jeremy would love that though.
Yeah. So
well, then they wouldn't like this one then either.
I would love that. Oh, that is awesome.
Yeah, so I started off back in about 2010. Well, actually, I've been into the paranormal since about 1977, when I first saw a ghost. And from there, yeah, it's just been pretty much one after the other, after the other, after the other.
So it intrigued you the first time you seen one. What happened, Rob?
We were living in a two-story building, like ground and first level, and me and both my sisters were walking down our hallway because the kids had our own separate bedrooms on the other side of the house. And yeah, I remember you too, May. And we're walking past the bathroom, and we all saw it at the same time. An Aboriginal in full war gear, like painted up with all the ash and the white paints and stuff like that, standing, holding a spear with one leg up on the knee, and balancing and just looking at us, like big white beard, big white hair. Yeah, and then he just disappeared.
Wow.
So all three of us saw it at once. So
I'm not laughing at you, Robert. I'm laughing at
I know. You're laughing at him.
So did that really intrigue you? What about your sisters? Did they get into this?
Yeah, I think so. One of them became an archaeologist. Lovely. And one just does a bit of spiritual type stuff now.
Yeah.
Mm.
So it has affected, made them think about stuff like that.
I think so. Yeah.
May says Robert that she remembers you.
I shot it already.
Yeah, I've known May for about 4 or 5 years. When she was, I think she was doing something on Dave Scott's show at that point in time. Space Out Radio. Just gonna
wow.
And you definitely know Hiccup, Tom.
We're on either side of you, man. We're straight out of Pixar.
Well, something John I think should do next is Russian vampires.
See, another thing too, if I could just throw in too for you, Robert, for the show is that, since he's a co-host on it, originally I was the one who actually offered if you wanted to be co-host with, because Nikki was looking for someone, and the fact that Nikki's met Robert a few times, I thought, considering I've known Robert for quite a couple of years now, and he's been on shows, I thought he'd make a good co-host, and to obviously represent, in this case, our first ever show from Australia. And what better way than to also have two investigators from, because I know out in Australia, Robert, you guys are comprised of states just like us. You have investigators from two different Australian states to be part of it.
That's good. May says Ted Van Sun's show.
I know exactly. We know who Teddy is. Hey, what's up,
Teddy? Wait a minute.
Yeah,
if she remembers Ted's show, she should remember me from that as well.
Yeah,
I was on that quite a bit.
We are faced with that.
The first time
You're
that's
the type
we had
of
that
person
robot
everybody
voice.
just loves to forget, Tom.
I know.
Whoa, wait. I never forgot him, especially after his robot voice.
Yes.
But definitely, it's been a good night, guys. So that's what's upcoming. What about obviously tonight? It's Joe's show. So Joe, you're straight after me. So what are you talking about tonight?
Whatever comes to mind.
There you go. You go that.
We renamed the retro review is now the deck.
The deck.
Okay.
Right, the deck.
But it's the deck uncensored.
Right, the deck
I actually added that the other night when Joe was saying something about it. That I should let people know it's uncensored.
That's awesome.
Guys, real quick, I don't know if you guys can really see it too well, but little fuzzy guest also kind of came onto the show. I don't know if you guys can see. I got Slinky in my lap.
Yep.
Zoom in quick so everyone can.
Wait,
I know not everyone can see it. Just to give a quick zoom in, yeah, this is my cat, Slinky.
Oh, Slinky!
Did you name him that because you rolled him down the stairs?
No, first of all, Slinky is a female, and secondly, no, my brother actually brought her in because because she was a stray. Long story short, my brother was still in college then. He was heading. No, actually, no. I take that. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it was about a year after.
Well, maybe no.
No,
definitely. Yeah.
No,
definitely.
he was on his way back to his apartment building, and all of a sudden, this cat started following him. Which this is the one right here, and she just kept following him, and she didn't know what to do with him. So originally, Slinky was just going to be a temporary pet because we thought, of course, like anyone else, somebody must have lost her. We put missing posters around. Not missing posters. We put posters around. Have you seen this cat? Both in the city and online, and nobody ever came forward. So we just decided to take her in. And what gave her the name Slinky was, you guys can't really see it unless I take a picture of it. Oh, yeah, I guess we're ready to leave.
Yeah.
When she stretches out, it's like her body. When she stretches out, her body gets really long. Almost like that of a Slinky, so that's where the name Slinky came from.
May says, guys, have a great evening. I have to pre-record for my podcast now. Magical Island with me. Good luck, my love.
Yeah.
Kate says, oh my God, what the hell is going on? And Slinky. So, guys, Nick, what's happening in Supernatural Talk later tonight?
Well, I'm only probably going to be on for just a few minutes in this case because, like I said, I was supposed to be taking this break, but I'm coming on because, first of all, Jeremy comes back.
Hi, Jenny.
Hey, Jenny.
Hi, Jen.
Anyways, yeah, Jeremy comes back tonight.
Awesome.
And I think we're going to be having Adrian's husband, Zach, on as a guest because he wants, I don't remember exactly what we're going to talk about, but I think it's going to be involving his network that he works, which I'm also a part of, the PAX channel, which again, it's a very interesting channel because for those of you guys who don't know, it's not like some of these other networks where they're primarily paranormal themed or they're variety themed like BB3.
Bye, Jenny.
Take care, Jenny. Good to see you. But to just give a little description, PAX channel it's not like I said, it's not like the other networks where they're paranormal or like BB3. It's like a variety theme. In this case, PAX channel is quite unique because even though my show and possibly I think Supernatural Talk will also be on that network as well, it's primarily a network that is mainly aimed, and I hope I'm saying it correctly, but it's primarily aimed to give people with disabilities like myself with autism and Asperger's, it's to give them a chance to know what it's like to either host or be a guest on a podcast. And that's and because obviously with my autism, that's why I became a candidate along with my show Nick Files to be on PAC channels. So it's worked out really well. That's also, and it's not only just for, again, autism and Asperger's too. It's also for veterans too.
Mm-hmm.
So it's also involved, because we've done Project 2022 earlier this year, which is for disabled veterans. So it has a lot of very important focuses, I guess, for lack of a better term. But it's a great network, and I'm very proud. I'm just as proud to be part of that one as I am with Things Network and BB3 TV.
Yeah, definitely. But everybody have a good weekend.
Quick question before we go. Kate's asking.
Kate says, "Have you caught the sun a bit?"
It's the light. It's the look. It's the light that's coming in.
Oh, here it goes.
I'm still as white as can be.
But I just want to thank John Ozura, obviously Robert, for popping in. Robert, you're more than welcome to pop in anytime. But definitely, thank you very
much. One quick question. I'm sorry, I got one other question I wanted to ask Rob. What time is it right now in that part of Australia?
It's just coming up to 7:30 in the morning.
Oh, okay.
Oh my God!
So when Will actually started, it was 6 a.m.
Robert, I'm so sorry.
Kate, just wait. Just you wait. You're only seeing a small. Once I get everything up, I'll show you guys the lights. So you guys are in for quite a treat.
Oh, can't wait.
Yep, same.
And Jenny loves the lights as well.
I just got some. I was showing her. I just got some new lights that just came in from the mail, so I'm about to put some new stuff up.
Excellent.
That's good. But everybody have a good night, and we will see you tomorrow night, guys. Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone.